We're here to talk about why people fail, and we're going to also explore a couple of strategies we can implement to ensure that our goals are a success. The reason behind most people's success stories is not the smoothness of the road, but rather what they did when they failed. I'm sure we all believe that starting a new year with a structured plan and New Year's resolutions is the way to a successful year. But what if I told you that that alone cannot get you the success you desire? I have analyzed, and I'm sure you have noticed as well, that when the year is ending or another one is starting, a lot of people are inspired, our friends and family included. We too are not exempted from this, that we are inspired and want to make the most of the year that is to come. However, it's like these people, including ourselves, are stuck in a constant loop of new year, new me. But there is good news. There is a way to break free of this and be a success. And in this video, I'm going to break down the strategies that you're going to use in order to do this. This is a proven 6-step framework that is going to set you up for success. By the way, if you're joining for the first time, my name is Precious. Welcome. All right, let's get right into this. The first thing that you want to do is deal with past setbacks. It is important that you look back at what failures or what obstacles you've encountered in the past that have prevented you from achieving the success that you wanted. You want to know what happened, what was the obstacle that came in your way. As I'm recording this is March 2025. We're going to use the past 6 to 8 weeks that we have lived in 2025 to see what challenges we have encountered in the pursuit of our goals. If, however, you feel like nothing has been a challenge since you started this year, you want to extend this to your past challenges, some of the things that happened last year or the year before that stopped you from or that prevented you from achieving the goals that you set out to achieve. You want to ask yourself, why? Why did these things occur? If you know the reason why, you will be able to better navigate, or you will be able to prevent those things from occurring again. You don't want to be in a constant cycle of having the same mistakes, failing at the same things over and over again. You need to learn from your past mistakes. The third thing you're going to ask yourself is how. I would dive deeper into this using the third point. The next thing that you want to do is now refuel your vision. I understand how motivated you were when you were writing down the goals and the aspirations that you wanted for this year. But that motivation sort of dies down as the year progresses. So you want to refuel your vision if you want to be able to continue pursuing your goals. The thing you're going to do is go back to the drawing board. Check the journal that you wrote in or whatever you used to write your goals and your targets for 2025. You want to go back to that and see what those goals are. So ask yourself, what were these goals? The next thing that you want to do is ask yourself why. Why did I set this particular goal? If it is not a goal that is worth pursuing, you have to let it go and use the energy and the attention to pursue things that are worthwhile. The reason why you need to explore the why of setting a goal is to know the purpose behind it. If it is something not worth pursuing, you might as well just let it go and focus on the things that will push you to become the person that you want to be or get the things that you want to have. So the third thing is having an attitude change. Doing this will also help you deal with past setbacks, as we mentioned in the first point. If you have a positive attitude, even when you encounter challenges or obstacles, you will count them as chances to learn. You will know that these things are not meant for your destruction, but they may be meant for your redirection. A positive attitude that says, I can achieve anything that I want, regardless of the time that I have to spend on it, and regardless of how long it takes for me to achieve it. If I want it bad enough, I can get it. That's the kind of mind that you should have. You're not being naive and you're not faking it. Because honestly speaking, you set yourself up for failure if you are so filled with negativity. You need to have an attitude that wants to have the thing that you have set as a goal. You need to have an attitude that says, I can do it. If I lack these skills, I am able to learn. That's the kind of growth mindset that will help you achieve your goal. If you would like to learn more about attitudes or habits that will set you up for success, make sure to check this video right here. We're going to go to depth about this topic. The fourth point is break it down and measure as frequently as possible. So you don't set goals and then leave it to the 12 months of the year for these goals to be achieved. The best way you can do it is set specific time frames for you to achieve these goals. The best time frame that you can use is quarterly goals. So set quarterly goals that will help with your annual goals. What will you be doing in the first 3 months that will set you up for success in the next 6 months and overall in 2025? I know that this works because I implemented the same strategy. I have done more the past 3 months or 12 weeks than some people will do in the next 52 weeks. So it is better for you to set quarterly goals, achieve those things, and it will motivate you to pursue other things, because once you get started, there's momentum that is built. Make sure you check with yourself. It could be weekly and it could be monthly, just to make sure that whatever you set out to do a particular week or a particular month, you have accomplished that and you're ready to move on to the next one. I just know that every effort that you make towards achieving your goals compounds to achieving that goal. There might be micro goals, but then they contribute to achieving your macro goal, which is what you want for you to be able to succeed and say you had a productive year. Another thing that you want to do is begin to prepare for obstacles, because truth be told, there will be things that you haven't really considered. So like we said, you need to have a positive mindset, but also you need to prepare. You need to brace your core. You need to prepare yourself for what is to come. Use the knowledge of past obstacles for you to be able to prepare for the next ones. Like the famous saying goes, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So if you cannot prepare in advance for what is to come, then you are setting yourself up for failure. So make sure that you have in mind every possibility. Sometimes you might not be able to factor in every possibility. Just prepare how you will manage the stress when things don't exactly go your way. You need to know how to navigate troubling situations and obstacles. Also, try your best to be solution oriented. You don't want to sit and wallow in your problems, because truth be told, nobody is coming to save you. So if you still want to achieve your goals, you need to be solution oriented. Don't just sit and focus on the grandeur of the problem. It won't get you anywhere. So be solution oriented, and this can also help you prepare for obstacles. Last but not the least, you need to enjoy the process. I feel like there isn't enough emphasis on it. You need to enjoy what you're doing. You need to look forward to the next thing that you're going to be doing to achieve your goal. If you do not enjoy your process, everything that you do will just feel like misery. Waking up early, working on your goal, setting time for this, sacrificing little bits of your days to work on your goal will feel like it is so much work. If it's skills that you need to learn, find ways, creative ways in how you actually enjoy learning. If you have to have music in the background whilst you're learning the skill, or if you have to practice, do it in a way that you will enjoy it. If you don't enjoy things, no matter how good the goal is, if you detest it, the sweetness of the goal when you achieve it will not be as enjoyable. But if you walk through it with enjoyment every single day, at the end of it, you will have the fulfillment that you need. You will feel fulfilled after working towards your goal every single time. It will feel like a success every time you have put in time and effort into achieving that which you want to achieve. I also just need you to remember that success is no accident, and you have to work towards your goals. It's not too late. We're only in March. We have 9 more months till the end of the year. So you can do a lot in these 9 months. Don't look at what you have failed to do the past 3 months. If you have started going to the gym, go back to the gym. Maybe you need to revisit. Use all these strategies that I have laid out for you to be able to achieve your goal. Remember, deal with past obstacles. Remember to refuel your vision. The third thing is change your attitude. And then break down your goals and measure as frequently as possible. Therefore, obstacles. And then the last thing, which is not the least, is enjoying the process, because it is very, very important that you enjoy what you're doing for you to have a taste of success at the end of every single day, not just looking for that feeling when you get to the end of the year. You can experience that every day, and I feel like it's worth having whilst you go through this journey. Don't forget to watch this video. That's really going to help you in developing the habits that you need for a successful year. If you benefited from this video, don't forget to leave a like and share with somebody that you know would also get value from this. I'll see you in the next one.